Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Apex Racing TV and iRacing Live for rounds 3 and 4 of the Club 73 Touring Car Championship. Hello, everybody. My name is Andrew Woodhouse, and I'm joined by Kev Noon in the commentary box, iRacing World Championship driver Alex Simpson providing the cameras, and he'll provide some technical insight as well along the way. Kev, you missed the first meeting, my friend, but here at Okayama this time, you did manage to catch some of the action from last week. What did you think of it?
It was epic. There was some crazy battles going on last week. It's going to be a different track this week. There's not as much space to be going 5 wide. But yeah, we'll see what happens. It seems to be the same front runners again, so it should be some good tight battles again.
Narrower track, but a longer one, which might help the both sets of drivers really. And Alex, just to bring you in for a bit of an insight, obviously you were in the commentary box last week. Silverstone National, one of the drawbacks to that circuit, I guess, was that neither class could really get a lot of space for very long.
That was the thing. Everyone was drafting everyone else, and the short circuit. It wasn't long before we were lapping the kids were lapping the Jettas out there. So become very, very tight and frantic then as well. But do you know what? It was a great meeting. Thoroughly enjoyed it, and it's going to be taking a little bit longer to obviously lap each other this race. So might calm it down just a fraction, but I still think it's going to be a lot of fun out there.
You've also driven this circuit in World Championship Series action, and what do you make of it, and how will it go in the touring cars?
Well, I think it'll be a much better race track to drive in these cars, because it's a horrid track in the high-powered F1 cars, far too short and too narrow, and really. But actually, I think these will work quite nicely. Slightly slower cars, certainly in the Jetta it'll feel still like it's quite a long track, to be honest. Looking at lap times out there, we're in the sort of the 145, something like that. Yep. So it's approaching a 2-minute lap really. So but plenty of time to get a run, to get moves done into the tight hairpins. The Kia we've seen in the past, it's still pretty quick car, so still going to be hard to get a run into like turn 1 and into the hairpin, but it is possible.
Thanks, Alex, and we'll get your insight again later on, between races, I think. And but yeah, Kev, it's been a while since we've been in the commentary box together, mate. And are you looking forward to these 2 races tonight?
Yeah, I can't wait. If the action's anything like last week, it'll be very entertaining. So can't wait to get on with it.
Well, of course, I didn't mention that, of course, the Club 73 Championship is presented by World League Sim Racing with High Hill motorcycles and Nitro helmets. And I have to say as well, after the first week, that we've got quite interesting standings for you. So after 2 races, Ben Hackerson leads the Kia class, 101 points, by 6 points ahead of Lewis Bibby. Jeroen Kaiser is 3rd, Kip Stevens in 4th, and Ian Roskell in 5th. And in the Pro category, which is sort of the 2nd tier, Dale Green ahead of Jason Rowe by 4 points, level on points with Neil Rocks. Phil DeCare in 4th, and Jason Greenfield in 5th. And Kevin, if you could take us through the Jettas, please.
Jettas, let me just bring that up 2 seconds. The Jettas, you've got, is it Dennis Melger is leading from Michael Hall. You've got Rusty Laderle in there, very close at the top, only a few points between them. Then you've got a battle for 4th, all on equal points, which is Becker, Venter and Leggett. Gardner in there, Gregory's after that. Cunningham and Slakovic is your top 10.
So, of course, the safest driver accolades at the end of the season as well. Dennis Melcher, 2 starts, no incident points, which I think is absolutely amazing, really, considering all things considered. In the Teams Championship, Club 73 with High Hill motorcycles are 8 points ahead of Club 73 with Nitro helmets, funnily enough. And then it's GBR Brit Modeler in 3rd, Team Mad in 4th, Radical Racing UK in 5th. Then it's GBR 2 Auto Play in 6th, Boosted Motorsport 7th, Automech in 8th, and Subaru for You, Kunstvoller in 9th. Safest driver in the Kias, incidentally, is Andrew Whitehead with just 2. So very, very good from him.
It's a very, very good effort to get 2 incidents in the Kia.
Just in general, last week's racing, I mean, you saw it, and we all did here on Apex Racing TV. Dennis Melcher to get 2 clean races, I mean, that's astonishing, isn't it?
Yeah, unbelievable that. Especially how quickly the Kias came around, because it's so easy to pick up a couple of incidents when you're battling with other, like trying to get out of the way and stuff like that.
Well, he'll be hoping to keep his run going of clean races, of course, and he is the fastest jetter out there with 1:44.3 ahead of Michael Hall. Then Russell Laidler, Conrad Venter, and David Waldock. That's the top 5 in that category. Forward to the Kias, and it's Ben Hackerson, the championship leader, who is on provisional pole at the moment with about 2 minutes left of this qualifying session. Alex Everett is second, Stephen Baxter in third, Clinton Bell fourth, and Lewis Bibby in fifth. Highest of the pro category is Scott Malcolm in eighth. Right, let's have a look at the track temperature then. So 23 degrees air temperature, 28 degrees track temperature. So that's quite a nice it's quite a nice temperature, Kev. It's not too hot, so the tyres aren't going to wear out too quickly, and it's going to allow the drivers a little bit of freedom out there, I think. Oh, as Whitehead crashes into the wall.
I've just seen him go off into the wall there. Yeah, it's a nice temperature. It's not overly cold because these are the key, obviously with them in front wheel drive, getting temperature tyres, and Whitehead goes off in the wall.
That's another incident, and that was with a Jetta. That was with may have been Laidler actually,
possibly.
That's an interesting incident. To BSRTC veterans, of course. Like yourself, Kev, are we going to any chance of seeing you in the 2017 Pro Series at all?
Highly unlikely. I don't have the time to commit to getting the practice in. It's I've got more time to do iRacing at the minute, but it's when I can jump into a race. Whereas committing the time to go practicing and to get it back to the speed and the Kia that I'd want to be at.
Hitchcock, and he might not. That might be an invalid lap. Chris White is on one into the last sector. Kev, it's quite difficult here. You've got to be a bit patient through these hairpins.
Yeah, you've just got to be very, very, very patient and just let the car come to you and find your grip.
Otherwise, you'll get understeer just like that in the front-wheel drive Jetta. And I think both men are deciding to abort that lap.
Yeah, looks like it.
I don't know if Tristan Bodice is... No, I don't think Bodice is on one. I think he's decided to abort. As has, I think, everybody else as well. So, I'm going to take you through the grid then. So it is Ben Hackerson, championship leader, who's put it on pole position ahead of Alex Everett with Stephen Baxter third, Clinton Bell in fourth, and Lewis Bibby in fifth. Tristan Bodice is in sixth place for Gombrot Racing with Ian Roskell in seventh, Scott Malcolm for Automech in eighth, and it's Sam Reed ninth, two-time BSRTC champion Kip Stevens ahead of BSRTC race winner Jeroen Kaiser. Mark Woodhouse is in 12th with Andrew Whitehead 13th, another race winner in the Pro Series. Dale Green in 14th and John Roberts, 2015 AM champion, in 15th. Jason Rowe is in 16th with Steve Richardson in 17th. 18th Jason Greenfield, 19th Neil Rocks, Bill DeCare in 20th. Christopher Sherburn 21st, Dave Crozier 22nd, and Anthony Gray 23rd. In the Jettas, Dennis Melcher is the fastest qualifying Jetta in 24th. 25th Michael Hall, 26th Russell Laidler, 27th Conrad Venter, 28th David Waldock. Ben Gregory is 29th ahead of Carter Cunningham. He's 30th ahead of Maciek Sakovic, Kia Club Series champion in Season 1. Steve Hooper is 32nd, Alexis Molina 33rd, 34th Sean Gardner, 35th Ben Becker, 36th Patrick Kispel, 37th James Leggett, 38th David Streeter, 39th Brian Levitt. Stephen Whiteley is 40th ahead of Adam Hedgecock, Ian Robson 42nd, Stuart Atkinson 43rd, Chris White 44th, Eddie King in 45th, and Ian King in 46th.
Well done.
Cheers, mate. The longest one for a while.
Yeah, it's a good grid. We can't complain, can we?
I think we still got a little bit of time for the race. What are you expecting to see? Well, hold that thought then. That was one car revving.
Green, green, green.
Here we go. The green light is on here at Okayama. Hackerson got away decently.
Somebody's failed to get away.
There's a crash. There's a crash already.
Big melee in the middle there.
Who is that? The track was blocked momentarily. There's a Jetta going backwards. All sorts going on. Let's have a look. Who is that that's spun round at the back? Bill DeCare and Anthony Gray. Looks like they've had a bit of an incident.
Bit of carnage at the beginning there. Just trying to find out who
two
was
cars
involved.
off in the gravel as well. That's Dave Crozier and Steve Richardson. So their races are run already. And it's 15-minute race. Sprint race here. Ben Hackerson leading. Second, Alex Everett. Third, Stephen Baxter. Fourth, Clinton Bell. And fifth is Lewis Bibby. Kev, have you seen anything else catching your eye on that first half of the lap?
No, I think you covered that pretty well. You were fast on everything there.
Jetters into the hairpin. 3 wide.
There's a crazy amount of racing going on.
Oh,
Hackerson obviously running away.
Contact, I can hear it. I think Molina's in there. Patrick Crispell trying to make his way forward. Apex Racing Academy driver, they've got Ian King and Ian Robson, the 2 Ians, fighting. There's 3 Ians on the grid tonight, actually, as well. Anthony Gray is trying to recover in the Kia with a badly damaged car. And Chris White versus Stephen Whiteley at the back. White versus Whiteley. But here we go then. Complete lap 1. Ben Hackerson leads for Club 73. And that's Club 73 with Highfield Motorcycles, in case anybody's wondering. There are 2 Club 73 teams in there. Those are the ones running the yellow livery. And you've got the green liveried Club 73 cars with nitro helmets.
Still very, very closely packed at the back with the Jetters. Ben Gregory still leading from Rusty Laidler. He's under a bit of pressure from Dennis Melgert there. A couple of them going too wide.
Well, Dennis is the championship leader. Laidler would have been if he wasn't taken out in the first race by a Kia, no less.
He's just done Laidler up the inside onto the back straight.
Side by side then. It's quite a long back straight for these Jetters. Don't really get up to that much of a top speed. About 100 miles an hour they're reaching now. It allows a lot of jostling for position into the hairpin then. Melchett down the inside. And Laidler just keep it on the outside using the momentum. Got the inside for the double left-hander. Oh, he hits Melchett on the rear quarter panel. But the Jetta, opposite of the Kia, like an absolute tank there. It's just no-sold the quarter panel completely.
Yeah, it can take a bit of door panelling. It's, I think one of the plus points of the cars is you can really race it door to door without having to worry about damage, I think. Alex
is going to be gutted that the quarter panel's virtually non-existent in the Jettas.
Yeah, it's his favourite move, isn't it?
It is indeed. You can hear the rage in the silence as
a few cars have already been in the pits. You've got Stephen Whiteley, Jason Greenfield, Steve Richardson have been in there.
Chris White's blown his engine. Just switch to that just as the engine went pop. Can't get that back to the pits, surely. The leaders aren't far away, so he needs to pull that off to one side. Ben Hackerson leading.
Rusty's just been at the wall. I'm just caught under that. 2 seconds. Rewind it.
You get quarter panel. Not really.
Carter Cunningham, just a bit of a racing incident there.
Big hit for Laidler.
It's unfortunate for him.
Like he's in serious trouble. Don't think he's going to finish the race. That's the second race of the season that he's he'll be retiring from after just 2 rounds. Oh, Hackerson getting 2 wheels on the grass.
Yeah, that car looks heavily damaged. He might get a. Is there a fast repair in this? I don't know. Do they get a fast repair?
Yes.
Oh, he can get it back to the pits, so he'll still be able to get a points finish from it.
Well, that's it if he gets the repairs done quickly.
And with the reverse grid, if he plays his sensible card, he can just hang back and get a reverse grid for the next one, can't he?
Did you say sensible card in a touring car race?
Well, yeah. Stranger things have happened.
Not many. So, Hackerson into this long right-hander then. It's about 3/4 of a second ahead of Everett. Everett chasing him down. Then it's Baxter, then Bell. Bell's under pressure from Bibby. Let's see. Bibby can get up the inside into the hairpin. Club 73 versus Club 73. And through goes Bibby, nice move there. But the battle between Malcolm and Roscoe and Reed and Stevens and Woodhouse. A lot of stuff going on there in the midfield for the Kias. And now, as well, big battle for second place in the Jetta class, the Mike Cooling Cup, of course. It's Dennis Melchert versus Michael Hall. Let's see if Hall can get the run, Kevin, to the hairpin.
Yep, just watching that one now. It's a good little battle for them, good queue. Quite a good gap between the cars.
One of the leaders actually trying to give his teammate a slipstream. Don't want to be too focused on that though. You go look in front. Ben Gregory. Yep. Oh, it's very close in the Jettas as well. Really well behaved so far.
Hall having a look around the outside. Might get the cut back onto him. Must be about 10 cars all within about a second or so.
Yeah, it's very, very close. It was close in the practice session as well. And the qualifying. In this category, let's see what Ben Gregory can do. Dennis Melchert with the, going a bit wide. And now Michael Hall, he's good through these last two corners. Kev, he could set him up for the for turn one. Here he comes.
Yeah, he looks like he's just run a little bit wide there. Hall might get a run on now.
And look, you can see the slipstream as well again. Gregory trying to help out his teammate.
Yeah, I'll be saving him a little bit, but Hall's tucked right up behind him, so he should get a good run.
Hall just can't keep
defending the inside though.
Yeah, Hall just can't keep it tight enough coming out of the first corner in order to make sure he gets anything alongside for turns 2 and 3 as it's going to be difficult to get through. Gregory's now got a bit of an advantage, about 1 second. Very close between Hall and Carter Cunningham as well in second place. See what he can do. So, sorry,
good battle in the middle of the Kias. With Sam Reed, Kip Stevens, Mark Woodhouse all very, very close together. Little gaggle of cars going on.
A little look at that.
Jetta just moving sensibly right out of the way.
Yeah, first lap traffic we're going to see quite soon as well. Probably within a lap or two. Main bunch of the Jettas, and that's when this Club 73 Touring Car Championship gets really interesting. Where is when the two classes mix, and here it is. Here's about 12 seconds a lap quicker around here, and very difficult for the Jetta drivers this, I think.
Yeah, it's an experience you have to get used to of racing multi-class.
Yeah, I mean, what do you have to do as a slower driver? I mean, they say you should usually hold your line, but
that's to be usually how I've always dealt with it is you hold your line, and it's the quicker car's responsibility to work its way around you.
Yeah, because in theory they should be, especially the Kia versus the Jetta, they should be able to pretty easily. As you can see now that Hackison is just a corner or two away from getting right into this Jetta class now.
Yep, but then you get to the point where, I mean, if you look at the front now, there's 5 cars all battling for a position. So the people who are behind are looking forward rather than looking at the lap car coming up behind them.
Now they'll see this as their opportunity, won't they, as well?
Oh yeah, you can definitely. I mean, he'll be able to pick up a little bit of a tow. You know, if somebody used like that, he's run wide to allow the Kia through. That, you know, the guy behind there should have been able to capitalise on that.
Sorry guys, what you just missed as well as you were talking about this, Everett just ploughed into the back of a Jetta there as well, into the first of the hairpins. Not working his way around the traffic at all, just bashing it out of the way.
Yeah, I mean,
I was looking
what you can
at
ruin your race doing, you know, by not being sensible through the traffic.
I was looking at it, but I'm having that technical issue again, I'm afraid, that I've had for the last couple of weeks, so very difficult to see what's going on out there, really. 3 minutes to go. And Alex, I might need a bit of a hand with this, to be fair, mate, so really see much of anything going on.
Yeah, unfortunately, that server latency S-bar thing is a bit of a problem since the last build. A lot of people seem to be getting it. Not sure what's going on.
Everett definitely made his way through the traffic a bit better than Hackerson did there. He's definitely closed the gap a little bit.
Where are they? Where are they? Where are they? I can't even see them. Oh, there we go. Into turn 1. Everett's much more
down to
decisive.
Just 0.6 of a second now.
Everett's much more decisive through the track here. Into the... Oh, look at this queue now and this first hairpin. Was there any contact there between... I didn't see it.
No, it was all clean.
Yeah, Alex, I'm afraid you're going to have to call this, mate. I have nothing.
Oh, Everett having a look up the inside of Hackerson now. He's just making his way through the traffic a lot better than what Hackerson is.
Yeah, Hackerson seems to be a lot more conservative, making sure he's not doing anything too risky, and Everett, like you say, being much more forceful, getting through, close that gap right down. But they've got a little gap now until they start to come up to some traffic, so time for Hackerson just to try and stretch away again if he can. The lead battle,
yeah, it's
of course,
tough
the
for
Jets
Robbie
is quite interesting right now as well. So
it's tough being the leader as well, because obviously you're the one that makes people aware that you're coming.
Yep.
So Everett being tucked up behind, it makes it people are already out of the way really, aren't they?
yeah, Gregory and Hall, Melcher all starting to get this flurry of Kias coming through them. So really separating out their battle. Could be a good opportunity for Hall to perhaps do a little surprise move. But look at that shot as they come down the main straight there, just cars everywhere. So it's much like what we had last week. It's awesome.
Yep, definitely good. Some good battles through the fields. Gregory just made a little bit of contact with one of the Kias, which has allowed Hall to close up on him a little bit.
And we've got Carter. He's closed right up onto the back of Melcher here as well. So, oh, look at that as the Kias are darting around him right now. So it's definitely, if you're a Jetta driver, it's definitely giving you some cause for some concern as yeah, all of these cars come flowing
Hall's
past.
about to have a look at the inside of Gregory now into the first hairpin. I think he's got this done.
It's just the size of this 46 car grid, isn't it? I mean, this is where you really notice the large field.
Oh, late
move.
3 wide into the hairpin. The Kia has to go around the outside. I'm not sure who that is in the sort of the golf coloured livery Kia, but yeah, Hall manages to pull the overtake off. Gregory has to settle in just behind. Wants to respond
Gregory,
straight
he's
away.
gone back for it. He's run wide. He's gone deep. Oh, bit of contact there.
But yeah, good hard battle in between those guys at the minute. We've got just 56 seconds left of this race. So what a time for all the traffic to start to be flowing through right at the end of it. So we'll have to keep an eye out for the second race as well for that. So
Yeah, it'll be even crazier. But Haxon's managed to pull a little gap on Everett now at the lead. Now they've got some clear air.
yeah, 1.4 seconds now, that gap. So looking a little bit more comfortable.
Yep. And even though Everett was a lot better through the traffic, it seems like that once the traffic cleared, Hackerson really just got his head down and really pulled away. We mentioned it, I think it was last night, wasn't it, that Ben is doing a lot of races, isn't he?
Used to be in every league we're doing at the moment, so
Getting some airtime out of it.
Hall's 7/10 of a second away now, so we're onto the white flag is out. Where is our leader? He's coming into the sort of the switchback section. Not long to go.
Just quickly, while it's the last lap, Conrad Venter in 5th place in the Jetta category. Finished 2nd in the 24 Hours of Daytona this afternoon, so well done to him. Double duty for him, no rest for the wicked.
And that's a switch around and off, that is. GT3s to the Jetta.
Here comes Ben Hackerson then. over the line. He's going to win round 3 of the season here at Okayama. Super job. Well done. And Michael Hall. Is Michael Hall still in the lead?
Yeah, he's just going around towards the last section of track. He's looking like he's pretty comfortable for the win.
2 corners to go then for Michael Hall.
No, Ben Gregory in second. Melcher and Cunningham having a little battle at the end there, but they're coming across in third and fourth.
Let's have a look then.
The rest of the Jetta pack really, really close, actually.
Yeah, they're all behind, aren't they?
Very close. Michael Hall takes victory in the Mike Cooling Cup. Then it's Gregory, Cunningham, Melcher, and Venter in 5th place, and Leggett in 6th. Yeah, really good race. Again, I think these longer circuits, slightly longer circuits, it's not a massive one, is it, Okayama? But they really bring the traffic in, Kev, at different times, and it makes it interesting. We saw the traffic after only about 3 or 4 laps in the race last week.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, it's you just got to start keeping your wits about you. I mean, the experienced guys in the Jettas will know what to do roughly. I think Michael Hall definitely played it well in the Jetta to kind of capitalise on the gap that he had behind Ben Gregory, and he closed that up during the traffic. So you can use it to your advantage, but then it can also be a disadvantage to you if somebody catches you at the wrong time.
Yeah, Hall did a great job. Just waiting for everybody to come across the line. I think pretty much everybody has, but waiting for a couple of latecomers. I think they're all done, aren't they? So yeah, take you through the finishing order then for round 3 of the Club 73 Touring Car Championship, presented by World League Sim Racing. Ben Hackson took the win and extends his championship lead ahead of Alex Everett, and then it's Lewis Bibby in 3rd, Stephen Baxter in 4th. 5th was Clinton Bell, Uriah Kaiser in 6th, 7th Sam Reed, and Scott Malcolm in 8th. Kip Stevens 9th, ahead of Mark Woodhouse in 10th, 11th Andrew Whitehead, 12th Ian Roscoe, 13th John Roberts, 14th Jason Rowe, 15th Dale Green, 16th Tristan Bodis, Neil Rocks in 17th, Chris Sherburn 18th, and Anthony Gray in 19th. In the Jettas, the Mike Cooling Cup was won by another Michael Hall, 20th place for him, 1 lap down. Ben Gregory in 21st, Carter Cundinger in 22nd, Dennis Melcher 23rd, Conrad Venter 24th, 25th James Leggett, 26th David Waldock, 27th Maciej Sakovic, Alexis Molina in 28th, 29th Dave Crozier, Kia driver, Steve Hooper in 30th, Steve Richardson in the Kia in 31st. Then it's Sean Gardner 32nd, 33rd Adam Hedgecock, 34th Patrick Caspel, Ian Robson 35th, Brian Levitt in 36th, Ian King 37th, Russell Laidler 38th, 39th Stuart Atkinson, 40th Ben Becker, Chris White in 41st, David Streeter 42nd, 43rd the Kia of Bill DeCare, 44th Adrian King, 45th Stephen Whiteley, and the only retirement was Jason Greenfield in 46th, Kevin.
Yeah, I think he might have been a casualty of the first lap incident off the grid.
Yeah, I think it was the... Alex, did we see what exactly happened there with the...
Well, someone didn't get away at the start. That was the problem. He did.
I'm just trying to have a look for it now and see who it was.
Someone just.
Because I think the gridding was a tiny bit. It felt like it was early.
No, I think it was fine. It literally was just somebody just sat there off the grid when the lights went green and didn't go. I don't know if it was
Tristan Bodis. I'm just watching it now.
Everyone scrambled to avoid him, and then, as always, the first few people can make it because the speed that they're doing is fairly low. But once the people from further back that are up to speed, all of a sudden the car in front of them swoops to the right, and they're like, "Well, what's he doing?" And it's like, "Oh, it's all a bit late then."
Well, there's all the smoke as well, isn't there, which doesn't help, I suppose, proceedings. True. Who else was it that was caught up in that then? Yes, Sherburn.
You had Bill DeCare ended up on his roof at one point. There's a few others. Yeah, there's... it was a pretty big incident.
72 was Jason Greenfield. Right, so what happened was, he came round Bodis. Because of the cold tyres, he lost it, hit Bill DeCare, and then it all spiraled out of control. 5 or 6 car pile up there. So
yeah, it was a big one, and then there was another one at the first.
Was
Just
indeed a
trying to
big one.
find it now. There was another one further on.
There was one between Steve Richardson and Dave Crozier as well, and that was at turn 2.
Yep,
Just watch it
replay
now.
of the start now. So I think, and you said
Yep.
Justin Bodice who didn't go anywhere.
Bodice didn't go anywhere, and then it's the
Yeah.
car of Jason Greenfield that's the one that to keep an eye on.
Oh, and he had to jink massively to the right, and I think that's kind of what did it for him, because then he had to swerve back to the left and just lost control. And someone going backwards on the straight, that's not what you want to see, is it?
I saw that.
Oh, God!
Pulling a Vettel.
Saw that one. What are we doing here? But yeah, it's just one of those things. I mean, Bodice just didn't get off the line, and unfortunately for everyone else, yeah, it didn't end particularly well. Right, that's all we got time for round 3 of the Club 73 Touring Car Championship. Stick around because we do have round 4 coming to you very, very soon here on Apex Racing TV. So from all of us here at Okayama, we'll see you back here in a few minutes' time.
Simulated racing can be awesome, but it can also be kind of a free-for-all. Interestingly, auto racing faced the same problem in its earlier days. Whether it was on the back roads, the beaches, or the city streets, the racing was fun. But there was always a certain level of chaos and danger, until some folks came along and put some order to all of this. Stuff like official racetracks, regulations about weight and equipment, and enforcement of standards. That's what gave us high-speed excitement, fast-paced action, and photo finishes. That's when racing became racing. The guys over at iRacing.com have made the same transformation in the world of sim racing. Sure, they've got the most accurate tracks and realistic cars out there, but that's just the start. See, iRacing analyzes the performance and results of each driver in every race, so you can be sure you're always placed in races where the competition will be tight, and that those reckless drivers who ruin it for us all are kept in the pits. Not to mention that with over 45,000 active members already in their vast community, you can find races day and night, so you can always get in on the action. You can even join a league of your favorite series. And since updates are always automatic, you don't have to worry about software and can focus on the track. Zip up your fire suit and check out iRacing.com.
Truex in the outside, contact made. 56 slides it at a 4. Who's gonna be at the stripe? Dead even, give it to Ryan Truex. Truex is your winner over Tandy.
iRacing.com is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racers from all over the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. Their car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics and engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and race teams. iRacing's web-based interface allows members to compare stats and test drive any combination of car and track instantly. Their skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly race series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 60,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsport organizations like SRO Motorsports Group to deliver virtual races based on the real-life Blancpain GT series. iRacing's Blancpain Endurance Series features team racing, giving members the ability to build a team and participate in races ranging from 3 hours to 24 hours. Additional partners include NASCAR, IMSA, V8 Supercars, IndyCar, allowing members to race in their very own 24 hours of Spa, Bathurst 1000, Daytona 500, and many more. iRacing.com, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car.
Welcome back to Apex Racing TV and iRacing Live. It's the Club 73 Touring Car Championship in association with World League Sim Racing from the Okayama International Circuit in Japan, site of a few Formula One Grand Prix in the mid-1990s. It was the Pacific Grand Prix, of course, there. And Kev Noon, well, the first race was very, very eventful indeed, and we saw some great battles in both classes. This time the grid is reversed based on championship order. What are you expecting to see this time?
Much of the same, I think. I think with the reverse grid, I think there'll be the same speed cars will be together. It'll just be a question of how they can work their way through the slower cars, and then throw on top of that the Kias are going to have to start lapping the traffic. The race was awesome last race. We had lots of cars together for the whole race. I mean, if you look at the top 10 of the Jettas, they were all in a line when they came across the line. So this should be another good race.
Going to be a 30-minute feature race, and we also have with us dual iRacing World Championship driver Alex Simpson, Team Boss Apex Racing Limited. And Alex, longer race. So what are the drivers, what's the mindset going to be for them compared to the sprint race?
I don't honestly think the mindset's going to be any different. I mean, yes, it's reverse grid based off the championship order, so there's perhaps a little bit of hesitation going into the start of it, just because they know they need to work their way through the field. But I genuinely think they'll go at this race much like the last one, really just trying to pick off as many places as they possibly can. Obviously they've got a bit longer to do it, so they might not be as gung-ho in some of these corners, but I still
he says that.
Yeah, I still think they're going to go for it.
Well, I mean, we had some fun in the second race last week, didn't we, in terms of that? And by the way, feel free to jump in if you see anything major going on out there. Extra pair of eyes is always appreciated and probably needed. Just a quick rundown through the grid then. Just the first few positions in every category. Sam Reed on pole position in the Kia with Dave Crozier alongside him. Steve Richardson in third, Mark Woodhouse fourth, Ethan McColgan fifth, Anthony Gray sixth, Christopher Sherburn seventh, Scott Malcolm in eighth. And in the Jettas, Ian Robson on pole position, Stephen Whiteley second, Brian Levitt third, Adrian King fourth. And here we go, the red light is on.
Green, green, green.
And the green light is on at Okayama. Poor start by Reed. Looks like Crozier is already drawing alongside for Team Mad. He's up the inside. Oh, and sideways is Reed. He's going to struggle to hold on to that. They're side by side. Into turn two. Car sliding around in this 36 degrees, even in this 36 degree track temperature. Through everybody goes. I think everybody's okay. Let's have a look into the Jettas. And it's I think Ian Robson has lost the lead. It looks like no, it is Ian Robson, isn't it? And then it's Stephen Whiteley. Oh, the crash!
There's contact at the
The
back
crash.
there.
There's a car in the wall. Who's that, Kev? Can't see.
I don't know. I've skipped the wrong way. 2 seconds. Yeah.
It looks like
I'm having issues with computer as well.
oh, it's Adrian King. So heads in hands probably at the Railway Inn in Doncaster then. That means you've also got a drink, gentlemen, if you're there. The
Pretty
battle
wide
then.
in the hairpin as well for the
Oh,
Jettas
Crozier.
a bit further back.
Crozier is wide as well for the front of the Kias. Side by side with Sam Reed, who's had a good first lap despite quite a poor start. Into the final corner, 2 by 2. Reed and Crozier and Richardson and Woodhouse. Great battle, Kev.
I think I'm having the same technical issue you are. At the moment.
Here comes Reed. Alex, you said the Jettas were side by side.
Yeah, calm down a little bit now. The battle at the front, obviously still very close in the Kias, but that seems to have gone single file. Let's take a quick look, back at what's going on.
It's funny because you're in the Kia battle and then you switch over to the Jettas and that diesel engine, it's just like silence out there.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Robson slides it into turn 1. Levitt, Molina, and Hooper.
Take the muffler off. 3 cars battling it out here as well. So Baker.
They're probably a little worried about emissions.
Yeah,
I
that's it.
reckon.
Gregory
At
and
this point.
Sakovic.
It's a VW.
Or we could go on one there, couldn't we?
We could do.
We'll be nice.
On a different note,
Sakovic.
there's a few people just coming to the pits. Michael Hall's already at the pits.
Oh,
Oh, loads in. Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, there's a few jetters getting out of the traffic and just giving themselves some free space to get some good pace going.
Speaking of cars with no free space, look at Sakovic and Gregory. And is it Becker as well? Really close there. And the 113 car on Ben Gregory really boxed in. Magic Sakovic trying to hold on to that advantage ahead of the 233 of Ben Becker. So I'm in the thick of the action.
I'm
last
looking
week.
around about 15th as well in the Kias. So Baxter at the moment and McLaughlin. This is crazy battle. And Hackerson's in and around there as well, picking up some places too.
Yeah, McColgan's dropping down. Had a bit of a bad lap.
Oh,
That's in
3
7th.
wide going into turn 1. Teammates
Oh.
very close to each other.
Good driving by two Club 73 cars not to hit each other. Oh, it's very close with the Brit Modeler car, I think.
Chip Stevens around, dropping down. Not sure
Ian
what's going on
Roscoe.
with him.
How are we doing, Kev? How are we looking?
Yeah, look good. There's just another car coming. Chris White's just heading into the pits now. I'm just still struggling with a bit of computer issues.
No worries. Now there's some Kias coming through already. The rear of the Jetta field on lap 3. Some of the Jettas have been in trouble.
These are the jetters that are pitted, isn't it? I think more than
Yeah.
anything. Yeah.
Yeah, Hall, Chris Bell, Leggett. Oh no, that's the back of the group. Completely the wrong part of the group there. Meanwhile, Ian Robson continues to lead. Oh, it's Dave Waldock that leads now, ahead of Ian Robson. And then Stephen Whiteley in third, and side by side between Levitt and Hooper. Hooper in the Repsol car. Going to go up the inside into the hairpin. Alexi makes that one stick. Does it well.
Yeah, good move there. Committed to the overtake, no real issues.
Sometimes these moves look quite easy in slower cars, but a lot of the time in a slower car it's actually harder to make an overtaking move.
Yeah, that's it. You know, it's so much difficult or harder to get a run, you know? So, get one done cleanly like that, you know, it's not easy because drivers tend to defend a little bit more as well. But yeah, great job.
Little good battle start forming for 5th in the Kias. Everyone's very closely packed. You got Andrew Whitehead, Scott Malcolm, Clinton Bell, Alex Everett, and John Robertson there.
Bell looking very close. Didn't quite get a good run off of the slightly of the 2 wider hairpins, but looking good. Thinks about maybe a move, but it's going to be a late one if he does it.
There is a Kia up front as well. I think it's Michael Hall, so somebody could utilise that and get an advantage.
Dave Crosley going very wide at the hairpin, nearly going off the circuit. Sam Reed leads by over 2 seconds now. He's really making hay while the sun shines. And it is shining here at Okayama, 24 degrees air temperature, 36 degrees track temperature. And already some traffic for the leader.
The only thing with the guys pitting
Here's
in
Steve
early.
Richardson round the outside of Dave Crosley, Alex.
Good move.
Crosley's
He's gonna
pitting.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Oh, Richardson very wide. But I was about to say, it's the only problem with pitting in early if you're in the Jetta is that you get the traffic that you have to deal with. So
Yep.
as long as you're comfortable that you're not going to lose too much time letting these guys go, it's a good strategy because it brings you back through the field quicker without having to overtake them.
Kind of what we were talking about, isn't it? Last week with the one of the I can't remember even which race it was, but we were talking about that, saying that if we were in slower cars, you would stay out longer, try to avoid getting lapped, all the time wasted by having to adhere to the blue flags. And look at this one into the first of the hairpins, and that's Tristan Bodis having to negotiate 2 Jettas. And that meant that Stuart Atkinson's Jetta was compromised, and Patrick Quispel is right behind him.
Yeah, Bodice as well. Got a couple jitters that he's just trying to negotiate around this tightest, well, the tightest section of any circuit. I mean, perhaps maybe like Jefferson Circuit or something like that. Summit Point's probably a bit narrower through there, but that's about it.
Very tight through that part of the course. Oh, Sam Reed leads by 4 seconds.
Oh, look at this as well. Contact further back. Teammates just plough into each other there. I think that was Neil Rocks hitting his teammate.
That Bill the Care that he hit.
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, it was. And Bill's got some damage on the back. But yeah, there's some love for you.
Who needs
too old to play? Well,
when
it says it all, doesn't it?
who too old to break? Maybe is maybe the one. But
been taking lessons off of Yao
like
Baz,
that,
hasn't he? That's what he's been doing.
Well, we've already seen teammates hitting each other in the IMSA Sports Car Series this afternoon on Apex Racing TV. There we are again.
Got Ben Haggerson just coming in the pits with Stephen Richardson as well. Be interesting to watch Ben and see how he progresses forward when the others pit.
Yeah, Richardson pits from second.
Not
and he just managed to get through on Woodhouse.
Not particularly quick stop for Hackerson. 24.2. Others have been sort of 22.8, 22.9, 23.1. So it's slow, but should be alright.
He did gain some time on Steve Richardson. Richardson's emerged ahead of your own Kaiser, and this is going to be pretty close. But Richardson, a veteran and a winner in the BSRTC. He won't be easy to pass for your own Kaiser. Kaiser might have to have a look up the inside. There he goes, the Dutchman.
He's going for it. He's through. He's got this done.
He has. Is he going to keep
Steve
it? Though?
Might try and get the cut back for the run down the straight.
Can do it here, Okayama. And tuck right in. He might be able to have a go up the inside.
Got a tiny bit of overspeed, not huge, but enough. Oh, I take it back. Actually, it's the other way around completely. Looking at the speeds.
I think Richardson's stop was quite slow, Kev, as well. By the fact that he had a 6-second advantage over Hackerson when he pitted. Came out only 2 seconds ahead.
I think it was just his in lap more than anything. He's like coming into the pits because his actual stationary stop time, 22 seconds. So
he was in second place, so he gained a place on.
Oh, look at this battle
on
behind.
Woodhouse.
So Grozier and Hackerson going at it. David moving up a place.
And you've got this
Maybe.
battle that hasn't pitted as well. Woodhouse, Whitehead, Malcolm, Bell, Everett.
Richardson's
and
into the pits
Bodice.
again, guys. I'm not sure quite what happened.
Has he picked up a speeding penalty?
You would imagine. I think Steve Richardson having one of the best races I've seen him have for quite some time. Unfortunately, it's going to be pretty much kiboshed by that. One man who's not been kiboshed, at least not yet, is David Waldock. He's in the lead, 24th place. He's going to come into the pits, Alex.
Yeah, 3.5 seconds clear of Steve Hooper as they pitted. So Hooper's going to continue for another one. Makes sense, I think, if you're in the lead of the class.
Oh, Robson!
You stay on out there. But yeah, Ian Robson getting a good run.
Here comes Whiteley. Whiteley's going to try and go through. Kev is on the inside into the first corner.
Just have a quick look at that.
Not done at all.
No,
Oh,
he's
trying to hold it
got
on
it done
the
now. He's got it
outside.
done. He's through. Good little move there.
Yeah, it was. It's one of the first real overtaking moves. When you think of your iRacing career, Alex, it's probably one of the first overtaking moves that you actually made is into the first corner at Okayama, and it's not an easy one always, is it?
No, it's really not. As actually Robson fights back at the first of the hairpins, picks that place back. Won't
You're
get
gonna
quite
keep
such
it.
a good run. Whiteley will get the better of the
Oh,
runs.
oh,
before he
here we
edges
go.
forward.
The Kia. Brian
Hey.
Levitt as well, who's in there. He's trying to take advantage. Carter Kundinger as well. In fact, it's Levitt that's closer to the back of Ian Robson than Robson was to getting back past Stephen Whiteley.
Most of the jutters are pitted now.
Second of the Kia's coming through as well.
All right, yeah, so working their way through this battle that we've just seen. Woodhouse and Whitehead. And Mark's going through. Andrew's having a look as well. if they can get past the Jetters as well. Oh, and Ian Robson, he might have a sniff at Whiteley here. Through the second hairpin. In the final sector, in comes Woodhouse, he's coming in. From P2, so can he get ahead of that battle between... I think your own Kaiser's net in the lead, is he, Alex?
No, the first of the drivers to stop is actually Clinton Bell.
41 seconds, so it's going to be...
Just ahead of him.
What are they losing in the pit lane here?
Yeah, it's probably close to that. I mean, it's over 20 seconds stationary, so it's going to be quite close.
Think he'll get through before Clinton comes through?
That's possible.
Round the final... he's got 2 corners to go as Clinton Bell.
We'll keep an eye on it.
He's lost a lot of time to Kaiser on this lap. He must have just come out of the pits belt.
Yeah, he has.
Woodhouse needs to get going. Oh, and he does now. Here we go. Down the main straight. Oh, it's going to be very close. Can Woodhouse get up to speed? Oh, it's going to be really close. Around the outside. Oh, and he's let them... I think he's been quite gentlemanly on pit lane exit there.
Yeah, it doesn't look like he got up to speed at all, really. He just didn't want to come out into traffic there, did he, at all? So, I'd have swooped out.
Cost him the track position.
Yeah.
You'd have just got in the way and he means necessary, wouldn't you?
Stick on the brakes, boy.
Why not? Oh, and he's lost it. He's lost it, Woodhouse.
Oh, and around.
Oh, dear.
2-foot magic save didn't work there.
The 1-foot magic save would have worked, I think.
Yeah, exactly. He just needed all the power on the front end.
And he braked. He hit the brakes. Ah, what a shame.
Much to learn, Pad 1.
you will be a Jedi. So, here comes... So Andrew Whitehead then is now in second place. Sam Reed continues to lead. These two have pitted.
It's going to be really close between Clinton Bell and Kaiser and Sam Reed when he actually does pit. That's for sure.
What lap times are they doing? Similar lap times, actually.
Yeah, 35.2 last time for Reed. And Kaiser was 35.1. So, yeah, very, very similar.
So, oh, Jason Greenfield off. And has he disappeared? Has he gone? He's just stopped in the gravel trap.
Yeah, I'm not even seeing where he is.
Just parked in the gravel trap at the exit of the final corner.
Technical issue, maybe?
Yeah, it could be.
Yeah, he's sort of some weird, obscure place where I can't actually see him on camera.
He went off.
Oh, he's jumped into the pits as well, so he's towed back.
I've just seen that Rusty Layla's, he's just disconnected, so I don't know what happened with him.
Laidler not having the best of luck in this series so far.
Good
little
meeting.
Battle here on camera though. That's Scott Malcolm, Alex Everett going at it.
Well, that's for third and fourth. Oh, they're all pitting. Whitehead is in. Malcolm's... Oh! Don't hit him in the pit lane. Everett nearly ran into the back of Malcolm. And again, look at that.
Oh, right, Rusty was just taken out by someone. Let's have a look and see who it is. David Crozier just took him out, yeah.
We've lost Molina. Molina's had a disconnection as well. Not good. A few issues out there tonight. Conrad Venter under pressure then from Stuart Atkinson and Patrick Crispell. This is a good battle. Atkinson on the inside, Crispell on the outside. Venter is actually clear. So, South African managed to get through and he's on his way. Tell you what, Conrad's going to be feeling pretty good about this, Alex. I think after his successes in 24 this afternoon.
Yeah, exactly. Can't moan at second place in 24 hours of Daytona.
Team Cheese and Wine, of course.
Sakovic into the pits again. Weird. He's in.
Is this the second one for Sakovic then? Was it his first pit stop?
No, it's definitely his second.
It is, yeah. He pitted on lap 6.
Sam Reed just pitting now. He's just on his way in. See how he comes out with that.
Yeah, this is the important
Tristan
one.
Bodice will carry on, so he will lead the race.
Where is Bell? Bell was 44 seconds behind the last lap, so still got Kaiser 1.3 seconds behind. Here he is, coming through. It's like almost half a lap when you look at it like there.
Dan Reed might be laughing, might he?
Yeah, I think. It's
Oh,
gonna be...
Jetta's crashed with Scott Malcolm, I think. And
Yeah.
Whitehead's off. And the number 6 Jetta of... Right, oh, that was Brian Levitt who's leading. Oh,
Take a look at that back, see exactly what
clumsy
happened.
collision. And then poor old Andrew Whitehead comes through and just gets collected in it.
Yeah, Levitt going through this section, no issues there.
No, there's about to be.
Oh, I hate
Reed's
to say
just
it, that's
leaving
all on.
He's just leaving the pits
Oh,
now.
very close.
See if he
Clinton
comes
Bell
out.
and
Gonna
Sam
be very,
Reed. It's
very,
going to be
very,
super
very
close.
Sam
really
Reed's
close.
he's just done enough. He's just done enough.
Has he though? Bell's going to have the racing line. He's going to be able to close on him.
Yeah, clear, half a second clear.
Yeah, he's all right.
I have to say that one was all on Scott Malcolm as well. He just stuck his nose in. That's just a case of just not enough experience with the multi-class racing there. Put his nose in where it was always going to cause an accident.
Now Clinton Bell versus Sam Reed. This is a really interesting battle. Oh, he's having a look, is Bell. Well, he's not going to have a go from there. Way too far back. Got a couple of laps on his tyres though, Alex, whereas Sam Reed hasn't. That could be the key. Because of course, Kev, the new tyres on the Kia worth about half a second in themselves, maybe more. In the opening lap.
And also you got to remember that obviously Sam Reed's pitted later on, so he's probably had to take on less fuel to get to the end as well.
Good point. It's a fuel race this as well. You have to take tyres and fuel.
Ben Hackerson's done a good job though to get himself back up to 4th place.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm actually showing him as 5th, but of course we've got Anthony Gray who still hasn't pitted yet, so
Oh, very
that will,
close.
that will be net 4th.
He's very close with Kaiser. I think that's why I think, yeah, so he's net 4th, yeah, that's right. Gonna have a look into the hairpin. We saw Kaiser make a move there.
Yep, net 4th becomes actual 4th.
Oh!
Around the outside, Kaiser carrying a lot more speed, but
Misjudged the cutback somewhat.
yeah, there's a car there.
There is. Can't drive through it.
Right, what's going on in the Jets? We haven't given them much love in this race. Hooper,
Levitt's still leading, I think.
yeah,
Quite
still
getting
hasn't
walloped.
pitted. So
Dave
Dave
Waldock
Waldock.
leading.
Yeah.
we'll carry over the
Becker,
second.
Hooper, Gregory in 4th.
Good little 3-car battle actually for the final podium spot at the moment.
Well, Hooper's been really strong in the last few races. Ben Becker's in there. Ben Gregory. Gregory always is a feisty driver in the reverse grid races. Feisty one you are.
They've started something.
Something like that. See if you can go through. Got a nice exit of that fast right-hander. Say fast, more long than fast. Here we go. We've got a Kia to negotiate. Will Gregory have a look into the hairpin? He's very aggressive, normally, Gregory. Oh, he's late on the brakes. Oh, that was a bit of a nudge. Oh, and again. Oh. Nudgy, nudgy, nudgy. But again, the Jetta, Kev, as we've seen, it's built a bit like a tank, so it didn't really move, did it?
No, it didn't go anywhere. I think you'd have to hit someone at a pretty high speed to push him off.
Where's Gregory going to make the move then?
Levitt's just jumping in the pits now.
What do you think? Do you think Gregory's best chance is turn 1?
Still think going into the hairpin is going to be the best chance. Just needs to get that run off of the first part and he'll be okay. Definitely looks like he's got a pace advantage over Becker, so it's going to happen.
although he's a bit slowed in the last few corners. Not had a very good last sector. And Becker's actually caught up to Hooper slightly. Steve Richardson down in 21st. We really annoyed with that, I reckon, because he was in second place, driving very well. Yeah, it's just all gone a bit wrong. Stephen Baxter versus... That's a lapped car, isn't it? Oh no. Stephen Baxter versus Ethan McColgan. Oh! McColgan! All over the place. Don't know if he's going for a Scandinavian flick there, but it didn't really...
Yeah, sorry, I was trying to find that. Trying to find
Really
McColgan where he was. I couldn't find him.
really pan out there, didn't it?
Anthony Gray's been in the pits, so Sam Lead now takes over the lead of the race.
Yeah, Gray way down in sort of 12th. I think you're probably going to 13th, 14th. Might hold on to that. No, 15th, so loads of places lost, but still comes out right in the thick of things as well. He's got Neil Rocks just ahead of him, and Mark Woodhouse going around the outside of turn 1 too.
Sam Reed just coming up on a lot of traffic as well. Who's behind him? Clinton Bell's right behind him. He's only 0.8 behind.
Yeah, good battle, trying to get some cars in between him and Bell right now.
Michael Hall all the way back down there. He's having a bit of a shocker. I thought he would have been a bit further up.
Did he get hit at the start?
He has got some damage on the
Was
front
he?
of his car.
Did he possibly the Jetta that we saw spearing off into the side? Michael Hall. He might have been the one who got hit. I know I said that Adrian King might have got hit, but I think it could have been Michael Hall actually.
Possibly that's maybe what forced him, because he did pit early on, so that might have forced him into pitting early on if he was off the back of the pack.
He's got Conrad Venter in front of him. Venter's having a go at not sure who that is. 219. Oh, that is Adrian King. Is the lap down? Venter's having a look. Turn 1, he goes through.
Tristan Bottas is on a bit of a mission at the minute, catching up to Ben Hackerson. He's almost a second lap quicker in the last lap.
Have a look then. Yeah, Bottas is on it in this race, and he'll be annoyed that he didn't get off the line in race 1, Alex, because really shown great pace in this race 2.
Yeah, Ben's softly, gently attitude with the traffic while he's surviving is does cost him a bit of time. He's under a lot of pressure here.
Bottas
2
is coming
tenths
at
of a
him.
second.
He's definitely got more speed than Hackerson has at the moment.
Clinton Bell, 7 tenths of a second behind as well. Bit of traffic ahead. Sam Reed still trying to hold on to this one. Oh, he gets a Jetta in between him as well, and Bell leaps up the inside in the final corner. He knows that he couldn't stay behind any longer. That would have just ruined any chance he had of winning this. Just looking at the gaps, we've got 0.9 second in the Kia. It's 3.3. Hooper's behind David now, so 1.4 second back is Ben Becker, Gregory, and then Dennis. So actually quite a separation in the Jettas for this one. Bottas, we can see in the background. There we go, just coming down the hill. Very, very close on Hackerson. Hackerson needs to nail this corner. Traffic ahead, that's not going to be a problem. We're going to get by that down the straight.
Here has such an advantage in acceleration and in top speed.
Oh, will he, won't he? Bottas, Hackerson goes slightly defensive. Bottas thinking around the outside, maybe a cutback. Didn't quite happen. Bell just half a second behind as well. Definitely quicker than Sam Reed. Sam's just holding on at this point, using the traffic well to stop Clinton putting that move in on him.
Bottas looks like he's setting up Hackison now for the first turn. If you can get a good run off these last 2 corners, he should be able to get slipstream down the straight and get up the inside. Hackison's going defensive to block him, and there's also a lap car there which can get in the way.
Yeah, I was still looking at Bell as well. He wasn't able to pull that same move off into turn 1, so all about these podium places with just 2 minutes to go.
See what Bottas can do then. Oh, thought about having a look, didn't he?
Reed and Bell are nose to tail now.
They're all nose to tail. Battle for the lead, battle for second, third and fourth. You can see them both in the same shot. These 2 scraps as both cars going defensive. Sam Reed, Sam Reed going defensive. And also Hackison going defensive. Bottas is going around the outside. Bottas round the outside of the hairpin. Can he keep the inside line? Yes, he can for the double right-hander. Can he commit to it though? It's very narrow here, as Alex was saying earlier on. Second one. Got to carry enough speed to stay ahead for these hairpins.
Great bit of driving there by Bottas. Great bit of respect from Hackison, and as well leave him enough room.
This is great driving by these 2.
Is Hackison going to is he going to try the cutback for the run up the main straight?
Have to get a great exit out of the last 2 corners. Great pass by Bottas. One of the best we've seen in a long time, actually, that I think.
Bell
Reed goes a bit wide.
Starting to hot up as well for the final podium place in the Jetters as well. Becker under pressure from Gregory as we're on board with Bell into turn 1. Having a little look around the outside.
Clinton Bell got up his sleeve. Sam Reed, the pole sitter. Same stable in Club 73. See what they can do then. Side by side. Oh! Almost a collision. Through the fast right-hander, and they're going to collide again. Yeah. Oh, it's very, very close. Oh. Barely pulled back in clear. Bell leading. What's Reed going to do?
White flag's going to come out as well. There we go. So
This is the final lap then. Final sector of the final lap. Oh.
Lap
Can't
car
get
diving out of the way. That was good.
Good
sensible
job.
move.
Drive in, right wide goes Reed. Is he going to attack Bell into the hairpin? Needs to set him up for the second one, you feel. Oh, Bell nearly left the door open. Reed fires it out of the second to last corner. Sorry, third to last corner. Here's the second to last corner. There's some great finishes at this circuit before on Apex Racing TV. We've got another one here. Who's going to take it? It's going to be Clinton Bell, who comes through. Bell, who retired from the first race ignominiously last week, takes the feature race here, ahead of Reed, ahead of Bottas, and of Hackison. And then the Mazdas are in the last sector.
Becker and Gregory side by side into the final sector as well. So Becker trying to hold on desperately for this one. He's on the inside, Gregory on the outside.
Gregory's trying everything. He's almost trying to force his way through, but there's going to be no way through. Dave Waldock coming round the final corner. Here he comes.
Oh, contact. Gregory's running at the side of Becker.
Waldock's coming through.
He's
Gregory's
through. He's through.
Bump and run. Is he going to take it? Gregory, he is. Up the line, here we go. Oh, close one. And Gregory takes it. And then you've got Dennis Melchett and Carter Cunningham. Melchett, the championship leader before tonight's proceedings. He takes what is 5th place in the Mike Cooling Cup. James Leggett, David Streeter, still battling to the line. Patrick Crispell and Stuart Atkinson. Still fighting there. And Steve Richardson comes over the line. Dave Crozier. Well, 3rd and 2nd they started, Steve Richardson and Dave Crozier. Finished 20th and 21st. That's not a great evening's work from either of them in that way. And we're disappointed with that. Right then, take you through the finishing order then for round 4 of the Club 73 Touring Car Championship in association with World League Sim Racing. Is the 73 of Clinton Bell. Takes the victory from 12th on the grid. Great performance to edge out his teammate Sam Reed on the final lap. Tristan Bodis, 19th on the grid to 3rd. Ben Hackerson, 24th to 4th. Jeroen Kaiser, 22nd to 5th. Ian Roscoe also made 14 places up to finish 6th. Andrew Whitehead in 7th. Alex Everett in 8th. Lewis Bibby charging through to 9th. Jason Rowe finished 10th ahead of Kip Stevens. Bill DeCare was in 12th place. And then 13th goes to John Roberts, 14th Chris Sherburn, 15th Mark Woodhouse, having featured prominently in the first stint, faded in the second half of the race after the spin. Anthony Gray in 16th ahead of Neil Rocks, 18th Dale Green, 19th Stephen Baxter, 20th Steve Richardson, 21st Dave Crozier, 22nd Ethan McColgan. Then in the Jetters, the Mike Cooling Cup, taken this week in the second race by David Waldock, 23rd. In the end for him, 24th Steve Hooper, head of the final man on the Jetta podium. That's Ben Gregory, who forced his way past Ben Becker in the final couple of corners to take 25th. 27th Dennis Melcher, 28th Carter Cunningham, 29th James Leggett, 30th for David Streeter, 31st for Conrad Venter, 32nd Michael Hall, then Brian Levitt in 33rd, Sean Gardner in 34th, Patrick Caspell in 35th, with Stuart Atkinson 36th. And Maciek Sakovic in 37th. 38th for Adam Hedgecock with Ian Robson in 39th. Ian King 40th. Eddie King in 41st. Stephen Whiteley in 42nd. And then the retirement, Scott Malcolm 43rd. Chris White 44th. 45th, Jason Greenfield. 46th, Russell Laidler. And the final car, who I think lost connection in the early part of the race, Alexis Molina, 47th place. Well, gentlemen, what an evening's racing we've had there, and some great battles, especially at the front of the Kia category in this race too, Kev.
Oh yeah, beautiful. I mean, you couldn't get two closer battles. Clinton Bell just timed his move perfectly, and the white flag came out, and then he crossed the line. It was you couldn't have called it any better, could you?
No, you couldn't indeed. And Alex, great, enjoyable race meeting again, and this Club 73 Touring Car Championship certainly is off with a bang, isn't it?
Yep, absolutely. 2 fantastic meetings. Let's hope for all of the same for the rest of the season. So it's going to be a blast.
Did we do right? Apologies to the drivers. We have got some time constraints this evening, so that is all we've got time for here on Apex Racing TV and iRacing Live. Join us once again for the Club 73 Touring Car Championship in association with World League Sim Racing this time next week. From all of us here at Okayama, it's a very good evening to everybody.